Hello guys, I hope all of you are doing very well. Let us see the video number 223. As far as the book review is concerned, it is the 13th video. And in the previous video, we have seen Sadhguru's experiences of his enlightenment. When he was 25, in 1982, on the 23rd of September, in the afternoon, in Chamundi Hills, Sadhguru got enlightened. That much we have seen. Today, let us see briefly some of the things which happened or which he explained after his enlightenment. You see, after a week of his enlightenment, something happened. I should give you an introduction about that. You see, Patanjali is a Muni who has written or who has categorized all the yogasanas and yogas into 8 parts, starting with Yamam, Niyamam, Asanam, Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Dharanai, Dhyanam, Samadhi. Dhyanam means meditation, then Samadhi. Like that he has categorized. So, in this 8 categories, 7th is the meditation. So, what does it mean? You have to qualify the first 6 stages. Only then you can enter into meditative state. And I have repeatedly told you, please don't think that you are doing meditation. You are not doing any meditation. You are sitting for meditation. You are preparing yourself for meditation. But meditation must happen automatically, naturally, on its own. But unless you sit, unless you create the ambience, how can it happen? So whatever we do under meditation is the preparation. And when you sit in meditation for hours together, for days together, when you do meditation for years together, then we slowly slip into the last state, that is Samadhi. So in Samadhi state, what happens? The person is alive, but the person doesn't do anything. Doesn't take water, doesn't take food, he only breathes. And so there is no excretion, no sending of waste, no waste is formed in the body. So that is the Samadhi state. And if you sit in Samadhi state for years together, then enlightenment may happen. Okay, so these are the stages we have to go through. And after a week of enlightenment, once when Sadhguru was sitting on his dining table, probably he was eating, he went into Samadhi state. And for 7 hours, he was in the same state. Then, on another occasion, he went into Samadhi for 13 days. Good that it happened inside his house. He was just sitting for 13 days in the ecstatic state, in the blissful state. No sleeping, no eating, no drinking, no passing of stools and urine, nothing. He was all the time in contact with the conscious, universal consciousness. His consciousness had merged with the consciousness of the universe. He was enjoying in an ecstatic state. For people to look from outside, we cannot find out. But he was like that for 13 days. And after that, his voice changed, his personality changed, his physical nature changed, eyes became bigger, eyes were shining, like a great Mahan, like a great sage. He started appearing. He never did anything on his own, and he was not for such things at all. But outside as well as inside, he could see a lot of change in him. He could see the chakras, activation of the chakras, movement of the chakras, influence of the chakras, his pranic body, how it got changed. All those things he was able to understand. And this 13 days of samadhi, the news spread all over. And so people started coming to see him. When he came back to normalcy, people started coming to see him. They offered him garland, they offered him flowers, they bowed down, they touched his feet and got the blessings, wanted to get the blessings. Sadhguru was never for such things. But people recognized him already as a great saint. Some came and told all their worries. They wanted some solutions. Some brought their horoscopes to know about the future. Like that it happened for some time. But anyway, he came out of all those things because he was not for such things. Okay. He never wanted any publicity. He never wanted to show off. His thinking was totally different. And then he thought, okay, I have got, or I have been blessed with the blissful state or the enlightened state, which is the zenith of what a man can have in his lifetime. I have already got it. Then why stay on earth? Let me vacate my body and go. So like that he was thinking for some time. He was having a job, contracting business with a contracting company with an engineer. He left that. He left all those things. And he was planning, thinking. He decided to vacate his body at the age of 42. Then he calculated, okay, now I am 25. So at the age of 42, I will leave the earth. So now I have 17 years at my disposal. So what am I going to do? Like that, he was simply thinking. And, though he wanted to leave the body, suddenly his dream of the unfulfilled dream of his previous births and also his Guru Palani Swami came into his mind. What is that? Making a Dhyanalinga. He failed to make one. His Guru also failed to make one. So then he thought, in this 17 years I must make one. Because that was my Guru's wish. And I have taken this birth only for that. Like that he realized. And you see, Sadhguru says one thing. That is, he says, I chose to be born in this lifetime, in this family, because I knew that I will get the least interference from this family. That is why I chose to be born in this family, which is something for us to think about. You see, his family as such, parents and sisters, they were not spiritually so much inclined. They are not the type who will go to the temple every day or every Friday or every Sunday. Not like that. Once in a while they used to go. But his mother, when she was 9 years old, she got a mantra from a yogi in Nandi Hills. Okay, and I have already told you in one of the videos that she used to chant the mantra constantly every day. And these 4 children, they used to tease their mother to tell the mantra. They had tried many a times to get the mantra from their mother's mouth, but they did not. They could not. Because Sushila, that is JAGGI'S mother, never said a word about that. So, internally, she was a spiritual person. And though his father, Dr. Vasudev, wanted him to become a doctor, wanted him to become a very famous person like anybody else, these 2 people, that is his parents, did not interfere with what he was doing. Right from his childhood, he had done a lot of things which are contrary to the normal people. He refused to go into the temple. He refused to sit in the class. He spent more time on the trees of the school premises, outside the school. He was fond of playing with snakes. He grew snakes in his house. He left the house for 2 or 3 days, leaving a note to his parents. Who will ever tolerate all these things? But that is how he got the least interference from his parents. And so he was able to do what he wanted to do even as a child. So he said, Sadhguru says that knowingly I came into this family because I knew that I will get the least resistance from my family. So here I am stopping this, but I would like to give you a hint. That is, what Jaggi Vasudev did as a child, as a college student, those minute details don't bother us. It doesn't bother him also anyway. But why I am giving you this book review is, we should learn a lot of lessons from his experiences. And we should know to equate this with our own life. Since we are also traveling together in search of liberation, it is better that we know something about his life, so that we can take the good out of it. Okay, so that is how I want you to look at these videos, and that is how I want you to analyze your own life. How much of interference you are getting from your family, how much of support you are getting from your family, why you were born in that family, why did you choose your mother as your mother to come into the world. I told you these are all our soul planning. How many brothers and sisters you should have, who should be your grandparents, in which family you should grow up. Sometimes, people are born in one family but they are brought up by somebody else, and there they get a lot of good things or they get a lot of negative things. Everything happens, isn't it? And all these things are as per the soul planning. That is what I want you to, that is the lesson I want you to understand by seeing or by listening to these videos. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? Bye.